Good morning. So I'm having like trouble. I've been having trouble like for days. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like I just can't get out of this like I just don't know how to handle what's going on with my brother. It's like literally out of my control. And I'm having trouble like trying to process it. Like it's just like it's out of my control. There's literally nothing I can do. There's literally nothing nobody can do until he has the surgery, you know. And it's just been bothering me, and I just can't get it out of my mind, you know. I just don't know what to do, and I'm just like, is he gonna make it to, you know, have the surgery? You know, like how long is it gonna take? And you know, things that literally are out of my control. And I've been having a lot of trouble these past few days with it. I just can't get myself out of it because I don't know what's gonna happen. I just try to keep busy and not think about it, but I just don't see why nobody can help him, you know. And like, it's kind of hard for me to think positive right now, you know. And of course, you know, it's all internal because I don't want to, you know, I mean, I can't really talk to anybody about it because I don't want to worry them, you know. But I'm trying to look at the big picture here to prepare myself because that's how I deal with things. I prepare myself for what may happen or may not happen, you know, and how is it going to be after the surgery, you know? How is it going to be afterwards? And I'm having so much trouble with this. Like, I can tell like my face, like I did like 2 TikToks, right? Because that's what I usually do to cheer myself up, and I could tell I'm just like, whatever, get this over with so I can smile, you know. I could tell like in my face, in my eyes, like I'm so sad, you know, and I don't want to put that out there, you know. I'm supposed to be spreading positivity, you know, but I was just trying to make myself feel better and laugh, you know. But it's hard, and I'm just trying to, I mean, considering what he's going through, like this, what I'm going through is nothing. Like this is just secondhand, you know. But I just can't imagine what he's going through, and I feel bad for him, and you know, it brings back the feelings of my other brother who passed away. Not even like 2 years ago. Just 2 years ago, he passed away. Yeah. And I believe it's my brother's birthday today. Yeah. It's his birthday. The one that's sick. It's his birthday, then my ex-husband's birthday, and then my daughter and my niece have the same birthday in March. I remember when I was pregnant. Quick, funny story is trying to turn this around. I didn't mean to cry. But my niece was a brat, okay? The one that shares a birthday with my daughter. Okay, so she was brat, right? And when I was pregnant, she used to always, like, we would pick on her because we would know she would get, not pick on her like, oh my god, she would just like torture, you know. We would just pick on her, just, or tease her. I'll say tease her. We would tease her because she was consentida, you know, so she got everything she wanted, right? And so I was pregnant. I was like already due. I was already irritated, pregnant, you know, towards the end when you're just ready for this baby to come, you know. So it was like end of February because my due date was actually February 16th. They said anytime after the 16th I can have, which is for February 16th, my mom's birthday. So, so they're like, any day now, right? So I'm thinking, okay, any day now, right? I was just pregnant. I was throwing up all the time. There was no room for me to eat. Like I was huge when I was pregnant. Like it was just all belly, okay? Because I was thin back then, okay? I wasn't fat like I am now. So, it was just all stomach, you know, stomach and ass and boobies. And so I was just irritated, right? So I used to go to my mom's house because at that time we were living with my in-laws before we got our own place, right? Because I had my own, we lived separately, and then when I got pregnant, I moved in with him, which he was living with his parents, and then we got our own place. Anyways, so I wouldn't be home all day. He would drop me off at my mom's. We would go to work. He used to drop me off, right? Or when I was still working, he would drop me off at work. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Anyways, so we're sitting at the kitchen table, and my niece is like, when is you're gonna have your baby? And I'm like, on your birthday. Because her birthday was coming up. We were already in March, right? And her birthday was like a week, like 2-3 weeks away or some shit. I can't remember. And I was like, I'm gonna have her on your birthday. And she said, no. You better not. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have my baby on my birthday, and y'all are gonna have to share y'all's birthday for the rest of your fucking life. I told her. Okay, this is actually working. This is cheering me up. Okay. Okay. So then she goes crying to my mom and my dad. She's like, I was fighting with the child. She was 3. She was good. She was too good to be 3. So she was like, oh. So she goes and tells me, Dad, because she was raised by my mom and my dad. And she's like, Dad, baby says that she's gonna have her baby on my birthday. We're gonna have to share our birthdays. And my dad's on. Just ignore her. She doesn't even know when she's gonna have the baby, whatever. So then couple weeks pass, okay? My second due date was March 19th, okay? I don't know why it was so far. I have no idea. So then I don't think it was February 16th. I think my mom was just telling people that because I think I was always doing March. I'm not too sure. Anyways, so then like I start going to the fucking appointments every week, right? And I'm like fucking malnourished. Like I couldn't keep anything down. I was like, I was dying. I was like, this baby's killing me. And I just couldn't get up. Like I was just like, I couldn't get out of bed, right? Because I was just so like, ooh. So finally I go to the doctor because I didn't go. Okay, I'm gonna admit. The last month, you know, you're supposed to go every week. I didn't go. Okay, I didn't go. I was done. I was done with people fucking looking at my vagina. Like I was so done with it. I was like, can you stop? That hurts. Okay, so I go to my doctor's appointment because my due date came and went. Okay, so my doctor's appointment was on a whatever day it was. I can't remember. And so Oh, like this, right? So my legs were upright. And so he was checking me. So he's like, well, go ahead and we'll induce your labor. And so he's working it out with Carlos. He's like, okay, so when are you off? So you can have a week off, you know. So they're fucking planning, and I'm like, can you just take the baby out now? is there any way you could just take the baby out? And I'm like, yeah, just sure, whatever he wants, right? I'm just here. I'm just the vessel. And so while he's like that, right? Like with my legs up. I tried to do it. And like with my legs up, right? And they're like talking about it. And like this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are we fucking kidding me? Like, we're not even gonna ask me. Like, you're in. Do you see where you're at? As I'm down there. Because you know when you do the sonogram, you're supposed to hold your pee. So I had to pee like really bad. So he was like, he was checking how far dilated I was. Right? So and I'm like, oh my God, this man's gonna make me piss my pants. And they're just like casually having a conversation. I'm like, can you just hurry up? Like, I can't hold it anymore. I can't hold it anymore. Because I could feel it. Like, I was gonna pee. And I was like trying to give Carlos the shut the fuck up, let me get up. Like, can you stop talking? And so I was just very irritated towards the end. So then he's like, oh, and then I was like, fuck, I peed. He goes, and I heard psh. And I was like, I peed all over the doctor. And Carlos looks at me like, because he knew I had to pee, because I told him when I went in there, I was like, this better be fast. I got pissed so bad. I gotta pee because I thought they're gonna give me a sonogram, because I hate fucking waiting, you know? So I came with my bladder full for nothing. They didn't give me a sonogram. And so I was like, and then he goes, oh, your water broke. You can't leave. It was my niece's birthday. So I'm like, it's still in denial that I spoke that into existence. I was like, well, it's my first kid. I'll be here for days, you know, because, you know, labor takes forever, right? You'll be there for like 2-3 days trying to push, right? So they like shove a whole bunch of pads up my vagina, right? Because once your water breaks, you're just like constantly leaking, like all the water's coming out. So then they take me to the birth thing was in the back, right? The labor and delivery was in the back. So they take me back there, and they're like, oh, don't worry, just relax. Just relax. This is your first baby? Your first baby? Okay, just go ahead and relax. Don't worry about it. Rest now, because you're gonna get, you know, a lot of guests. You're not gonna be able to rest, and the baby's gonna come, and you're never gonna, you know. So right now is the time to rest. Don't call anybody. So we're like, okay, cool. So I fucking put my ass to sleep, because, you know, I was always tired, you know. And Carlos was asleep on the couch, and then Carlos was like, hey, you think we should call people? Because, you know how your sister and Trisha are. Trisha's my sister-in-law, and my sister, you know, everybody knew I had an appointment. They wanted to know when this baby was going to come. So I was like, no, they said not to tell anybody. And fucking the noticias over there, Telemundo, had already they had already found out that we were there. Both sides of the family. So then I was like, well, they said we weren't going to, you know, it's going to be a couple days, you know, I'll be here at least a week. I don't know what the fuck happened. It took me 3 hours, and I was out. She was out. Like, okay, so my appointment was like at 10-11 in the morning, and then I got taken to labor and delivery. I started getting the contractions. Oh my God. I was like, why? This is a horrible day. First, I pee on the doctor. Just kidding. So then I got to 4 centimeters like within an hour. Like, so I was like, shoot me up. Shoot me up, doc. Shoot me up. So they gave me the epidural. Then I was chilling. I think like maybe 2. Oh, it was gonna, no, my appointment was earlier because they were going on lunch. So it's about noon. So about noon, they're like, just whenever, we're just waiting on you, so we can go to lunch or whatever. And I'm like, really? We're really gonna do that? Well, I don't know. I don't think it was noon. No, because they go to lunch at different times. They're nurses and doctors. So anyways, so I'm like, okay. So I'm 10 centimeters and it was like about, it was like early afternoon. And so then I start pushing, or no, before I start pushing, they're like prepping everything. And the fucking doctor's talking about how he just gave birth. He just fucking delivered a damn horse. I was like, on his farm. I'm like, can y'all just, it was Carlos and him were just having this fucking badass conversation like all day. Like I wasn't even there. Like, no, I'm not about to fucking squeeze a human out of my vagina. No, it's business as usual. Go ahead, talk about the horse. Talk about the horse. So, yeah. And he was talking about how the horse got stuck. So they had to use a tractor to like yank it out. It was a whole fucking gory conversation right before I'm about to push, right? So then I push. I was like, oh, I'm going to be pushing for days. Because nobody was there yet. Because I was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to be here for a long time. Yeah. And she came out. And I delivered my baby girl. My one and only delivery I've ever had. Yeah. So that's why I remember it so vividly. Because it's the only one I had. But, so then when I snap it, I'm like, wait a minute. It's today Margaret's birthday. Mom's like, my bad. I was just joking. I didn't know it was really gonna happen. Yeah. So, but they're like this. They're so close, They're so way different. 2 different people completely. Oh yeah, and then they were born, it was they were born in the same delivery room. Okay. It's same doctor, same delivery room. 3 years, it was March, it was 3 March, right? March. Okay, it was March. 3 years and 3 hours apart, something like that. It was all 3s. So yeah, so that's how I ruined my niece's life. But and I always apologize to her every year. I apologized to her the other day when we're doing karaoke. I was like, look, Mija, I'm sorry. I really am sorry that I am. But it's funny because she has a sibling from, her mom had more children, but she has a sibling that has the same birthday too. So it wasn't just me. Okay. All right. So that kind of turned my mood around. So I guess thank you for listening. Bye-bye.